We're feeling fabulous. We've just won $815,000, people. We're feeling so happy and it feels like a dream. We're still in cloud nine at the moment, hey?
Oh, it's unbelievable. Our mind's blown and couldn't be happier at the moment.
Yeah, so we were super excited. Hasn't sunk it in yet. We have no idea what we're going to do with the money. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So applying for the block, you have 100 questions to answer and you have a video to upload as well. So I was the one that pushed Carly into it and got us on this show.
Totally, yeah. I wasn't so sure. I mean, I wanted to do it, but I think Will was the one who got off his bum and actually applied. So thanks to him.
I'm an electrician by trade, so I've got a little bit of a background in construction, and Carly's a quantity surveyor also. So
we're both involved in the construction industry, and I think that definitely helped. That gave us a little bit of an advantage, but you know, not being from Melbourne, we didn't know any suppliers and trades, and so I think a lot of other teams had some definite advantages over us.
And we have no idea about renovating, so this is the first renovation we've ever done. I heard through my family that Biggin & Scott is the real estate agents to use. So we jumped online, we saw they had an awesome program with a foundation called Hearts Kids as well, which really touched us. And this was the Biggin & Scott Port Melbourne office, so that's how we found Biggin & Scott Port Melbourne.
Also, they've been involved, or Biggin & Scott officers have been involved in the blocks previously, so they had a good track record, and yeah, we put our confidence in them.
So it's really funny that we've won the block. However, on the first 48-hour challenge, we lost, and no one wanted to choose apartment one, so we got left with apartment one.
Nobody put any value into this apartment, so obviously they put higher value into the upper apartments. So we felt like we had to work twice as hard to try and, you know, add value to this apartment. So there was already some added bonuses though, and you know, you've got the amazing courtyard out the back, the really, really high ceilings. We loved it and we were stoked to get apartment one.
We've created a new style here on the block. Carly and I were sort of unsure of our styles at the start, but we've now named one called In Deco. It's half industrial and it's half Art Deco, so we term In Deco. And it's just a blend of timbers, your golds and your blacks with the Art Deco era. And
geometric shapes. Yeah, I don't know, just bringing that little hint here and there.
And I think it works really well with our high ceilings and our backyard as well, so it's perfect for this apartment one.
We love everything about our apartment, but I guess the biggest selling features are absolutely our courtyard. We've got a huge courtyard at the back on top of our terrace. We've got beautiful heated polished concrete, incredible high ceilings. The rooms are really well proportioned, great finishes and fixtures. Yeah, it feels like a home, and that's what we wanted to create from the beginning, and we always were looking out for the buyers from the start. It wasn't the judges we wanted to impress, it was the buyers, and obviously it's paid off for us.
So originally we spoken to our agents, Biggin & Scott, and we decided to go after the girls. So the girls' apartment and our apartment had the most interest, so we're thinking that possibly we could go after the girls and sort of get their leftover bidders. However, we came up with a strategy that if the girls chose second, by us going third, we automatically lose 2 buyers. So we changed our strategy and we went with first position, and hey, first on the auction block, and we won, and we stayed at that top the whole way through. So I'm really happy with our strategy and how our real estate agents helped us make that decision.
I cannot even describe the feeling. When we woke up for auction, it was the most intense feeling I've ever had in my entire life. I'm getting nervous just thinking about it. I don't think you can fully appreciate how nervous you can be until you're sitting in that chair next to Scotty. I started crying before the auction even started, so it just kind of shows how nervy I was. And going first, it was all unknown for us. We didn't know what to expect, so a whole roller coaster of emotions for us on auction day.
So when we got our reserves, we thought they were extremely high. They're about $300,000 more than any other season on the block. I know these are amazing apartments, but we just didn't know it was going to be at that level. But first bid came in at 1.5, and before the 0.5 came along, it went straight to 1.9, and it just took off. So $50,000 increments. So it was 2 million. Then all of a sudden went up to 2.1 and 215. And before you knew it, we were just like, oh my God, we've like $200,000 or $300,000 in profit here. And we just both started crying. We were just emotional. Financially, we were struggling at home. So to see $200,000 or $300,000 profit, we were just amazed and said, you know, that's it, that's enough. And it just kept on going.
Climbing and climbing and climbing.
Yeah, we ended up with $715,000 and what an amazing result. We felt like we were part of the family. So Biggin & Scott Port Melbourne is a family, and they sort of added us into that family and helped us through all the hurdles. The charity, we had a sausage sizzle at the front of our fan days. So yeah, their hearts are at the right place. I'd like to thank them, and yeah, what an amazing job they've done. And we won the block, guys. We won the block.
Yeah, from the bottom of our hearts, we just really want to thank Biggin & Scott Port Melbourne. They've just been incredible, seriously, right from the beginning, right up until auction day, and even afterwards as well. So they've been so supportive, like Will said, and yeah, we just, I don't know, hats off to them. It's just been an incredible experience, and they've worked so bloody hard for us. So really, really happy.
Selling your house, guys, in Port Melbourne, go see Biggin & Scott Port Melbourne.